Hey there, welcome to the Junk Drawer. My name is Enzo, and today we are talking about a custom doll, my first custom doll of 2024, which I'm very, very excited about. So this month is February, obviously, and I went with a very obvious custom. I decided to go the Valentine's Day route, and this custom it was a lot more complicated in my head than it turned out to be. You're gonna look at it and be like, what did you do? But it's okay. It's like a light custom. It's like custom light. So I really enjoyed doing this. When I saw the doll, so the Ken doll that I used was the Jasper doll from the Twilight series Barbie dolls. Fun fact, there are 15 Twilight Barbie dolls out there. Who knew? I don't know. I've never watched any of the Twilight movies, so I don't know who any of these characters are. When I came across this Ken doll, I initially thought it was Edward, because the only characters I know are Edward and the other guy and the wooden one. So I thought it was Edward, but it turns out it's not Edward. But when I was thinking of a custom to do for this month, my mind immediately went to this doll because this doll is very light and very pale skinned, and I was like, perfect. But before I show you the final doll, let me show you the process of how I got here.
So here is the doll. Here's a close-up of what he looks like before, a quick little body shot, and then a side shot, another side shot. And then this is, I did a quick sketch in Procreate on kind of what I was thinking. So that's kind of what this is. And then I washed him. He was kind of dirty, so I gave him a good scrub down with some baking soda. And I also washed his hair. So I used some shampoo. And some conditioner. And now he is squeaky clean, ready to be modified. So here we are spraying with MSC, Mr. Super Clear. And then me awkwardly taking off some white panties. So these are the clothing options that I kind of pulled out from my collection, and I was trying out to see what I wanted to use for him. At one point, I was like, oh, this Draculaura thing will work, but didn't. Tried some hats. Not super excited about the hats. Thought this visor looked really dumb. And then this backpack, again, Draculaura. My plan was to use this backpack and attach the wings to it, but it did not end up fitting him, unfortunately. And then this adorable outfit, which I found at a thrift store, which I was very excited about. I was like, oh, this is cute. And this could still work for him, but I ended up not going with this. Still cute nonetheless. And then we start the shoes. So I took this is like a heavy cardboard, and I traced his feet, and then I cut out the trace, and then just made sure that it matched up to his actual foot. And then I made the other foot and cut that out as well. And then made a... Oh, I think... why did I do two? Oh, I think I was just doing the two pairs maybe at that point. But then I glued this piece. My husband had a roll of leather straps, basically. So that was the main strapping thing for the shoe. So then I attached the 2 straps to the cardboard with some hot glue. And then I attached the other part of the cardboard on top to secure the straps. And then here I am testing to see the fit. And then for some reason, I don't know why I thought this was a good idea, but I have these pins. I was like, oh, I'll pin these into place for like to know like where to attach them or something. I don't. This was useless and pointless, but it looks horrifying. So there's that. Let me slowly taking the foot out of the shoe. Yeah, and then I was like, oh, I'll just like tape the bottoms for some reason. This whole process was kind of a mess. I've never done this before, so I was just trying anything and everything. So I ended up just taking the pins out, taking the tape off, and just kind of figuring out where the placement should be, and then I just hot glued the ends of the leather straps to the bottoms. And then after I did that, I put yet another layer of cardboard. So there's 3 altogether, all sandwiched together with hot glue. And it does look a little unfinished, but I'm not mad at it. Yes, I could have finished it more, but I think it adds to the rustic charm of the shoe, right? That's what we'll go with, rustic charm. All right, now we're on to wings. So again, no idea what I was doing. I watched a few YouTube tutorials on how to make wings, and yeah, I just basically traced what I wanted, and then had some wire that I shaped into the thing I just traced. And then I made a second wing, obviously, for the other side, and just kind of used the first one as a template. And then I taped the 2 together with some masking tape. And then some more masking tape. And here he is with his bare wings. So the next step was to add a layer of, I don't even know, this like super lightweight kind of gauzy material. And I initially was just going to leave it as is. I didn't think about the black wire kind of showing through. So I ended up doing something else. But right here, I'm just attaching the fabric material to the structure. And then I'm doing the same thing for the other side to attach the other piece of fabric. And then here I am cutting out the wing shape. I didn't really have a plan at this point. Honestly, I was just literally just going to leave it as is, and then I was like, all right, this is too light. The black looks real dumb. So then I decided to add the extra pieces of white fabric, which I think covered it up pretty well. I'd used the wire because I wanted the ability to be able to like shape it afterwards. But yeah, here I am, just kind of putting down the wings, and then the other side. And then doing the same thing where I cut around the shape of the wings. And then this was actually like a happy accident. I was like, okay, well, the edges are pretty tattered anyway. Let me just kind of go with it. So I ended up just cutting up the edges with the scissors, and it kind of gives that like feathery look, I think. And I think it turned out pretty well. If I'm going to be honest with myself, I'm actually pretty proud of this, even though it's not, you know, the most exciting thing, but I think, yeah, I am happy with it, so. And here we come to the makeup part. Yes, those are his nipples. So I decided to use this, like, it's not brown, but it's not pink. I initially was like, oh, I'll use like a hot pink or whatever for his nipples, but then I was like, oh, I should use a more muted color. And then I decided, no, I'm gonna use the super hot, like, purpley pink color. And yeah, I don't know. I think nipples on dolls really makes it look more not human, but like, I don't know. I wish doll companies would add more anatomy. Anyway, so then I just decided to add a little bunny trail, I guess, or like patch of hair by his crotch with colored pencil, and then I added his little belly button. And then I decided to add some nipple hair, apparently. Not sure that was the best decision, but, you know. Alright, lips. This is my pain point for for customizing. Apparently, I cannot do lips to save my life, just because this is what happens. It just gets real messy. I think the issue is I keep using these, like, super dull points, I guess, so I can't be accurate. And then I ended up wetting the colored pencil, the watercolor pencil, and then I ended up with this cute little heart makeup, so I was happy with that. And then we have blush, which is just some pink pastel, and I kind of learned from my last custom to like not go super overboard, even though it looks crazy, but then I can like blend it out and make it look soft and pretty. And I thought since this was Cupid that he should, you know, be pink. So, and then I decided to blush his nipples for some reason. I think I don't know, maybe I used a little too much blush. I don't know. I haven't figured out what is the right amount of blush for a doll, but I kind of just went for it with this one. And then I blushed the insides of his elbows for some reason, which I think I should have probably blushed the outside of his elbows, but you know. And I did his knees, same way. And then like a quick little dusting over his chest.
All right, are you ready? Are you ready? Here he is. So this is my Valentine's Day Cupid custom. And like I said, when you look at him, it's like, oh, you made wings and some shoes. But this wasn't meant to be like a full on like head to toe custom. This is kind of the idea I had. I initially also had an idea of doing a quiver with some bows in it, and maybe like a sash, and then like a headpiece and all this other stuff. But I honestly just ran out of time, and that was another unfortunate factor that I ran into. So I'm pretty happy with this. I'm pretty happy with what I accomplished. So here is a close-up of his face. So I gave him some blushing, and there's blushing all over his body. I just like the way that looks. So he got a little extra blushing because he is Cupid. And then his mouth, as you saw in the video, was I intended to paint his entire mouth, but then I got the idea of doing a little heart. So that was a fun little happy little accident. And then he has some little body hair down here, and I think I don't know if I'm proudest of these wings or of the shoes. I like both. I feel like the wings look a little more finished than the shoes, because I didn't like paint them or anything. I kind of left them raw and untouched, but I still think they give off that vibe that like I was going for like a gladiator shoe vibe. And I feel like I kind of accomplished that. And then with the wings, it was definitely, I wasn't sure what I was doing with the wings. It was kind of a, let's see what happens when I start doing it. So, but yeah, like I said, I was very happy with how these turned out. So yeah, this is my February custom. So yeah, let me know in the comments below what you think of my first custom of 2024. Also, I would love for you to also suggest a name for him, like a fun Cupid name for this guy. And yeah, put that in the comments below as well. But yeah, I enjoyed this. I had fun. I can't wait for next month's custom. I have no idea what it is yet, but I'm sure it'll be great. So thank you as always for watching. If you haven't already, please remember to subscribe. And I hope you have a lovely whenever you're watching this, and I will catch you next time.